guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be replacing the valve cover gasket. Also part of the valve cover gasket, it's just the spark plug tube seals. And then while I'm replacing that, I'm going to go ahead and replace the spark plugs. So yeah.
Whatever, if you wanna go, I'm down. 'Cause darling, we'll make a bigger thing. Wanna go. We'll make wanna leave this time. I'm saying, whatever, if you wanna go, I'm down. Wanna go. 'Cause darling, we'll make a bigger thing. We'll make
Alright, this is the old plug I just pulled out. Doesn't look terrible. But I'm gonna go ahead and replace them anyway. These are platinum plugs. I'm throwing some iridiums in it just because they last a little longer. So yeah. Alright, and these are the new plugs I'm throwing in it. Some NGK iridium IXs. Alright, so I finally got it off. Oh man. I just dropped a whole bunch of washers that were left on the top. But anyway. What the world? Okay. The gasket really doesn't feel terrible. When I changed my E36 gasket, they were very brittle. This one doesn't feel great, but it's not nearly as bad. But I'm gonna go ahead and replace it, obviously. I got it out, and it's not great, but it's still malleable. Yeah, it's still pretty soft. So, I mean, did I have to change it? Probably not. But it is leaking oil. I don't know where from, so I figured I might as well go ahead and change the valve cover gasket because it's one of the easier gaskets to change in this car. So yeah, I mean, I've got that changed now. Well, I've got it taken off. Just got to throw the new one on it. But I mean, it's not going to hurt to put a new one on. This one's not in great shape, but it's certainly not terrible. So yeah. Alright, so been working on it for 3 days now. Well, been working on it one day. It's 3 days later since I started because I forgot to order some of these. The grommets for the valve cover. And now I could have reused these, but a couple of them cracked and they're just pretty hard. So I went ahead and ordered 15 more. And it took them 3 days to get here, but they're finally here. So now I can finish installing this valve cover gasket. Alright, so I finally got the new grommets installed on all of the bolts. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw these on the car. Alright, got everything installed again. Valve cover gasket, spark plugs are done now. So that means I still got to do the oil pan gasket eventually. Not going to do that in this video, just because you have to drop like the whole subframe of the car and steering rack, everything. It's a whole pain to change it. So I really don't want to, but I don't know if it's still going to leak even after the valve cover gasket got replaced. Yeah, and then I also have the oil filter housing gasket, which goes right down behind this, where the oil filter goes. So I'm gonna probably change this one next, just because it's easier. But eventually I'm gonna change the oil pan gasket. All right, since I changed the spark plugs in it, I just want to make sure it still starts up. So let's see. Oh man. So, not sure what that is and why it was just running super rough. And it idles fine until it drops below like the 500 mark. Not sure what that's about. I have to look into it. Like I said, I haven't ran this car but once or twice. I drove it when I test drove it, and then I drove it when I got it off the trailer, and then since then it's been sitting here. So I know it did idle a little rough at first, but I figured the spark plugs would have fixed that, but they weren't that bad. So yeah, I'm really not sure why it's doing that. I don't know if it'd be a vacuum leak, but I'm gonna look into it and see if I can't get that fixed. But first, I do need to finish changing all the gaskets in it and get coilovers and brakes on it. Also, in the last video, I tried to change the shift knob, and I said I needed to put a little notch in this because it wouldn't fit. But someone had commented on that post, I don't remember who it was, but they said that plastic from the old one was stuck in there, so I just cleared that out. And let's see, I Alright, I still can't get this shift knob to stay on, but that plastic is out of there. I don't know. I'll walk on it. But I can't drive the car anyway right now, so yeah. So that's basically it for this video. Just a little update. I did some more digging into this fender over here, and the rust is just pretty bad. I'm just gonna cut all this out right here, sand all this down here, paint over it with some spray paint that's meant to paint over rust, then weld in new sheet metal here, and then just Bondo over it and get it painted. Yeah, that's it for this video. Still need to figure out why it's running rough and do the other gaskets. But yeah, thanks for watching.